I just want to know one thing. Do you suffer with gout? Oh, gouty arthritis. I want to tell you what, the pain is excruciating. Anyone that has never suffered with gouty arthritis, or most people just refer to it as gout, they just don't know what it's like. They can try to pretend like they do, and they can try to sympathize with you, but let me tell you, they really do not know what it is to suffer with gout. Man, I tell you what, I'll be 64 years old December of this year, 2017. And I tell you what, I have been suffering with gout ever since my mid-40s. I have suffered with it, and it appears every now and then, and I'm fighting with it. And I tell you what, it is very painful. The way I describe it is when, usually your big toe would swell up. Mine started out that way. My big toe would swell up, okay, and everything, and then the rest of my foot up just above my ankle would swell. And the way I describe the pain of gout is it's like sticking your foot in hellfire. Oh, you can stick your foot on a gas burning stove over the flame and in the flame, and I mean your foot actually be touching the flame. And I want to tell you what, that is not nowhere near as hot or burn as much as sticking your finger directly into a flame of a gas stove. Oh, no way. I mean, you talk about burning. It's like your foot went to hell, literally. Your foot is in hell. That is all. It burns. It hurts. You cannot stand for a sheet or anything to touch that gout, that joint that is in gout. Oh, or gouty arthritis. You just cannot stand it. Oh, man alive, I have fought with that thing and fought with it. It's got to where now it has started coming up so much that I have been hospitalized. I mean, within the past month, I have been in a hospital a couple of times because of it. And I'll tell you what, oh man, I finally decided to listen to my bone doctor. I think he's also called an oncologist, or no, not oncologist. Oncologist, cancer doctor, excuse me. Anyway, my bone doctor. Forget all these other terms, but he's a specialist, orthopedic. That's what I'm thinking of. Tallahassee Orthopedic Clinic. Oh, Mariana. I want to tell you what. They're my bone doctor, and that gouty arthritis can appear in any joint. I have regular arthritis, or osteoarthritis, that get in my joints, especially my knees and all. But and that hurts, and that can also swell, and that hurts. But I tell you what, when that old gouty arthritis, what it is gouty arthritis is the uric acid levels are increased. They increase to the point that it produces pain and swelling. You swell up, you're inflamed. Ooh, man, are you inflamed. I'm telling you. And it can be in any joint in your body. It's got to where not only my toe, but it's got to where my ankle, my foot, my knees. Oh, goodness gracious, my elbows, my wrists have swollen up with gouty arthritis. I'm on a couple of drug medications. One of them is my regular gout drug that I'm on. The other one is the emergency drug that I'm on for gouty arthritis, and I'm still taking the emergency along with the other. Oh, because man, I tell you, I still got pain down there, but I'm trying to keep that inflammation down. Because, oh man, it's bad enough when it hurts with no inflammation. But, oh, you don't take the drug and that thing inflames. Ooh, doggies. You will cry. You will want to cuss. Oh, everything in the world. Of course, my mama taught me a long time ago that we create our own language. You know, instead of cussing, we create our own language. She taught me that many years ago. Oh, goodness gracious. But I mean, you talk about hurting. It hurts. Below, I put down a guideline for nutrition and healthy eating, because it is important to change your diet. There are a lot of things, and I tell you what, Omega XL that they talk about on TV for the arthritis, pain, and inflammation, it does not work for gouty arthritis. As a matter of fact, I can promise you from personal experience, I stopped taking it because it inflames and makes the gouty arthritis even worse. Do not take Omega XL, or the equivalent is they use the green mussel. Okay, so you want to quit eating shrimp. You don't want to eat any kind of mussels or shellfish. Oysters, leave them alone because they will inflame. They will take the uric acid, and it increases the uric acid levels to the point that you swell and you are in pain. You will learn to leave certain things alone. The more vegetables you can eat, raw or cooked, the more vegetables you can eat, and eat your meat sparingly, is better. And I have a diet, like I say below, that it's been recommended, which is a good diet from and everything that I put below that you can read. But I tell you what, gouty arthritis is oh man alive, you'll wind up wishing you could die. I'm kidding you. I'm telling you the truth. You will actually literally wish you could die. Oh, because the pain gets so bad. You don't want a sheet or any type of cover touching your foot, and I don't care how cold it is. You want everything off of that foot. You can't stand anything touching that foot or that joint that is swollen with gouty arthritis. Your knees, same thing. Nothing touch. I'm going to tell you what. I have the past several years, the past 4 or 5 years, I have times that I am in a wheelchair, okay, because I cannot stand up, and especially when my knees swell up, they will not hold and support me. I literally use my arms to push myself over into the wheelchair, and I do all this myself. I had them at the hospital tell me, said, Harry, are you living by yourself? How do you do it? How do you take care of yourself? Oh, let me tell you something. It's not easy. I can remember back before I had the wheelchair, my dad was still living. I was trying to take care of him. He said, I want some breakfast. I'm hungry. I'd come crawling from the bedroom. I'd be crawling down the hallway to get to the stove. Ooh-wee. And that was when my toe and my foot were swollen up. Ooh-wee. But now with my knees doing it, I can't get on my knees at all no more. Forget that. I'm not good at squatting. So when I bend over the wrong way, you know, where you're not supposed to bend, and I got back problems too. Oh man alive. But I tell you what, I'm wheelchair bound at times. I have a walker I keep with me. Oh, I use that walker a lot. To go out to the mailbox, I keep the walker with me because my knees and things will give way, my ankles, where if you're not careful, you can fall. So that walker helps to support me, so hopefully I don't fall. Oh goodness gracious. But I tell you what, gouty arthritis is a killer. I mean, it is a killer. It'll make you wish you were dead. Ooh! But I tell you what, there is a way around it, and of course I am taking the drugs. I finally decided I don't like taking the drugs, but for this, I'm definitely taking the gouty arthritis drugs, okay, for my gouty arthritis. But I'm also implementing herbs as I learn more about herbs that can possibly help. Then I try to implement. But the main thing is to change your diet. They say no red meat or something like that. There's some places say no meat at all. But I will say this: when it comes to meat, red meat or any other kind of meat, just eat it very sparingly, and don't eat as much of it. This is something I have to learn to do. I love a nice big juicy steak, about yay thick, and oh boy, I like a big steak. But I'll tell you what, you learn you can't do that. Not no more. You got to cut it back. Cut that thing in half, then cut it in half again. Get down a little piece and put some vegetables with it. Make it a raw vegetables. Make you a little salad with a little piece of steak every now and then. But most of the time, eat your vegetables. You know how Mama always said, son, eat your vegetables? Well, I wish I had listened to Mama more. Maybe I wouldn't have had to suffer with this stuff. But I tell you what, I'm learning. Yes, Mama, you're right. I eat my vegetables. Eat your vegetables. You can have fruits like apples. Keep some apples around, to eat on when you feel hungry. Do those type of things. Eat good, fresh vegetables and fruits at all possible. Frozen is the next best thing to do, okay, for the gouty arthritis. But I tell you what, oh man, just be careful, because all that gout, ooh wee, it will burn. I'm telling you, you want to get rid of it. God bless. I hope the information I'm presenting is helpful to everyone.